This is your Advanced Medical Directive. In this video, I'm going to go a little deeper into the substance of what a medical directive is and what options that you have in it to direct your physicians and healthcare providers. This medical directive covers 3 end-of-life scenarios. Now, in each of those 3 end-of-life scenarios, you have 3 options. The options are the same for each one. I am first going to tell you what the 3 options are, and then I'm going to go over the 3 scenarios. So the first option, and this is going to be the same for each scenario. The first option is, I direct that my life not be extended by life-sustaining treatment, except that if I am unable to take food and water by mouth, I wish to receive artificially administered nutrition and hydration. That's option number 1. Option number 2, I direct that my life not be extended by life-sustaining treatment, including artificially administered nutrition and hydration. Option number 3, I direct that I be given life-sustaining treatment, and if I am unable to take food and water by mouth, I wish to receive artificially administered nutrition and hydration. So, these 3 options all deal with whether you want 2 things. One is life-sustaining treatment, and the other thing is a feeding tube, artificially fed nutrition and hydration. I will go over them again. The first option is you don't want the life-sustaining treatment, but you do want the nutrition and hydration. The second option is you don't want life-sustaining treatment and you don't want a feeding tube. The third is you want it all. You want life-sustaining treatment, including nutrition and hydration. Those are the 3 options. Now we will cover the 3 scenarios in which these options or directives will come into play. The first scenario is if I have a terminal condition that is incurable and irreversible. Even with the administration of life-sustaining treatment, it is the opinion of the attending physician and another physician that I will die in 6 months. So this is a scenario where you have an incurable and irreversible condition, and they believe that you are likely to die within 6 months. Do you want life-sustaining treatment with or without a feeding tube, or do you want no life-sustaining treatment and no feeding tube? The next scenario is, well, so first let's explain. In the first one, you have a terminal condition and they believe you're going to die in 6 months. That's the scenario. Doesn't mean you're incapacitated. It doesn't mean that you are literally dying right there. It just means that you have a terminable condition. This could be cancer. This can be something else. And they think that you will probably die within 6 months. You could, of course, live for many more years. That's all scenario number 1. Scenario number 2 is a lot different. Scenario number 2 is I am persistently unconscious, which means I have an irreversible condition as determined by the attending physician and another physician, in which thought and awareness of self is absent. This is a much different scenario than number 1. Whereas scenario number 1, you have a terminal condition which will eventually kill you, and probably within 6 months. Scenario number 2 means you are persistently unconscious and you lack awareness of yourself and your environment. How do you want the hospital and the physicians to continue your care? Do you want them to use life extending or sustaining treatment? And do you want them to administer food and hydration? Scenario number 3. If I have an end-stage condition, that is, a condition caused by injury, disease, or illness, which results in severe and permanent deterioration, indicated by incompetency and complete physical dependency for which treatment of the irreversible condition would be medically ineffective, I direct, and you will choose one of the 3 options. Again, scenario number 3. If I have an end-stage condition, that is a condition caused by injury, disease, or illness, which results in severe and permanent deterioration, indicated by incompetency and complete physical dependency for which treatment of the irreversible condition would be medically ineffective, I direct. This third scenario you may have to read a couple times. It is a little tricky to understand, but it is a condition that came from an injury, or it could come from a disease or even a recent illness. But it's a condition that has rendered you not unconscious, just incompetent and also requiring physical dependence. Different from scenario number 2, different from scenario number 1. The purpose of this video is so that you can think and meditate on these scenarios and how you want your life and your body to be handled. Like all estate planning, it's about you taking control and you ensuring that your wishes, your desires are carried out.